The train to Timbuctoo. Clackety-clack, clackety-clack, there was a big train. And clickety-click, clickety-click, there was a very little train. They were on their way home to Timbuctoo, and they had just left the town of Kalamazoo. Slam bang, grease the engine, throw out the throttle and give it the gun. There was a big engineer who drove the big engine. And slam bang, grease the engine, throw out the throttle and give it the gun. There was a little engineer who drove the little engine. When the big engine went through a tunnel, the big engineer blew his whistle. Woo-hoo! When the little engine went through a tunnel, the little engineer blew his whistle. Whee! And clackety-clack, clickety-click, throw out the throttle and give it the gun. Woo-woo! Whee! Out from the big tunnel came the big engine with the big engineer and the big coal car and the big baggage car and the big passenger car and the big dining car and the big sleeping car and the little caboose. And then out from the little tunnel came the little engine with the little engineer and the little coal car, and the little baggage car, and the little passenger car, and the little dining car, and the little sleeping car, and a little caboose. Clickety-click, clickety-click, clackety-clack, clackety-clack, woo-woo, wee! That great big train and that little tiny train went roaring by. Then clackety-clack, clackety-clack, the big train came to a big bridge over a big river. And over the big bridge went the big engine, with the big engineer and the big coal car, and the big baggage car, and the big passenger car, and the big dining car, and the big sleeping car, and the little caboose. Then clickety-click, clickety-click, the little train came to a little bridge, over a river, over a little river, and clickety-click, clickety-click, over the little bridge went the little train, with the little engineer, and the little coal car, and the little baggage car, and the little passenger car, and the little dining car, and the little sleeping car, and the little caboose. And clickety-click, clickety-click, clackety-clack, clackety-clack, pocketa, 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 picketa, 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 picketa. The trains rolled on towards Timbuctoo, far down the track from Kalamazoo, until far away against the sky there was a great big railroad station, and far away against the sky there was a little railway station. Woo, wee, as ringing their bells, dong, 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 ding, ding, ding. And the great big train with a puff, 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 and that tiny little train with a piff, 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 came home to Timbuctoo. And if you switch the names of the towns in the front of the book, you can get back to Kalamazoo. From Kalamazoo to Timbuctoo, it's a long way down the track, and from Timbuctoo to Kalamazoo, it's just as far to go back. From Timbuctoo to Kalamazoo, from Kalamazoo and back, a long, long way, a long, long way, a long way down the track. From Kalamazoo to Timbuctoo, from Timbuctoo and back.